Yes, I was able to get to medical school at age 47. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the tips and the strategies and the reasons why I was finally able to get into medical school as a single parent with 2 teenage children, age 47. Hello there, my name is Evelyn Tawia, Dr. Evelyn Tawia, and I am hoping with this video to share with you how I finally got myself to train and to become a medical doctor here in the UK. I have been working as a doctor for the past 7 years, and fantastic, marvelous. But 15 years ago, that was not my story at all. I was very low, I was very depressed, didn't know what to do. I had 2 teenage children and I was really stuck. All I did was get them ready, take them to school, bring them back home, get them to do their homework. I had a part-time job and I struggled to balance those 3 things out. And outside those things, all I did was sleep. Eventually, I started getting worried that my children were going to be taken away from me because I was going to get more and more depressed and more ill and not be able to look after them. So what I did was to get myself up and go to the local library, because I was going to go to the library to look for some self-help books or some personal motivation books to see whether I can get some help from there. Now, this is where my journey of personal development, self-education, and constantly improving myself, this is where it started. Because in the library, I picked up 2 books. The first one was a book that changed my life forever. For the first time, this book was asking me to set goals. This book was asking me to take full responsibility. This book was asking me to think about what I was passionate about, the sort of things I wanted to do, the sort of areas in which I wanted to work, and I did. The book also encouraged me to set what we call a breakthrough goal. So that one goal that you'll have to stretch yourself to achieve it. And in achieving that goal, it really will shift the needle in your direction, which is what I did. I set a goal to get to medical school. 2 years later, I got to medical school, and the rest is history. Now, whilst I'm not asking everybody and anybody to get to medical school, what I'm talking about here is our potential, our human potential, our God-given abilities, our God-given purpose and mission and passion in life. How you can tap into those potentials and how you can be successful at doing those things. Now, for a very long time, I just assumed that people were successful because they were lucky or they were born into it, or with some stroke of luck, they became financially wealthy or became doctors or were athletes or were successful in whatever area that you and I could possibly think about. So it came to me as a surprise when I was told and I found out that success is actually a science. It is something that we all can do because it has been learned and there's a formula to it. And all of us can partake of this process to move us from where we are to where we want to be. Now think carefully about all the successful people you know. The Richard Bransons, the Oprah Winfreys, and all the successful people in my past. And the ones that you know personally that I've not been able to mention. Think carefully about their lives. Because these people have left clues in various forms. Clues in the books they wrote about themselves or people wrote about them, the interviews they had, the keynote speeches they made, the ventures in which they take part in, interviews, the businesses they had, how they reacted with the people around them. When putting all these together, we can see clues or common threads running through all their lives. These are what we call principles, and in our case, we will label them as success principles. Now, these are some of the principles that I used to help me from where I was as a single parent, 2 teenage children, very low and very depressed, to where I am now. I am just so excited talking to people about success. I talk to people about the principles all the time. And these are some of the principles that I want to be sharing with you on this video and in this channel. So if you're new, consider subscribing to my channel. Click on the notification button so that as I load up more of the videos, which I will, that you'll get informed and you get notified and you can tune in. Now, the journey to success might not be easy, because if it was, all of us will be doing it. But certainly, there is enough clues, there is enough strategies, there is enough principles that all of us, you, me, anybody out there, can put into practice to move us gradually, consistently, slowly into the direction that we really want to go. Be it in our professional lives, which is what I did as a doctor, be it in our health and fitness areas, wanting to lose that little bit of your weight, wanting to feel better, having more strength, having more energy and vitality. You can set goals in those areas. Most of us want to be financially free. You can set goals in those areas. You can begin to look at ways in which you can make money. Setting up your own business, go into collaboration with somebody else. You can set goals in those areas. You can be successful in those areas. Whether it's in the area of your personal relationship with your spouse, with your children, with the people around you. If that is important to you, you can look at that area. You can set goals in that area. You can move yourself in that area to become successful. For we know that if you develop these principles, if you develop good habits, success habits, and you practice them persistently, and you practice them no matter what, you will slowly move into the direction that you really want to get to. Because if you think about it, if you don't do anything different, if you continue to do the things that you're doing all the time, you get up, you go to work, and you come back, or it is whatever it is you're doing the same old things, and there's no change. Your life is not going to change in the next 12 months. It certainly will not be changed in 5 years. What will definitely be happening is that you'll be moving further and further and further away from the ideal and the successful life that you envisage for yourself. So with my video today, I am calling to you directly to think about where you want to take your life, where you want to be in 12 months, in 2 to 3 years, and where you want to be in 5 years, because these are the things that help you set your goals. Is it your own home, away in the sun somewhere, here in the UK or anywhere else? Is it your own profession? Is it your own business? Is it developing your hobbies? Is it setting up your own charity? Is that wonderful relationship with your spouse, that amazing relationship with your children, your health, your travel and leisure goals? Think about where you want to be. Because when you've got a destination, then you can plan towards that destination. But if you've got no goals and you've got no destination and you're just drifting away in life, 2 years will come by and you're still wondering what happened. You haven't achieved your dreams. You haven't been successful. Others are going up and running and getting their goals and becoming successful, and you're wondering what happened to you. So if you're new to my channel, like I'm saying, subscribe and click on the notification button, because I will be sharing some of these strategies with yourselves. The strategies, the skills, the ideas that I have used to move myself from a mere nobody to what I am now, I'm going to be sharing on this channel. If you've learned anything from here, if you found it useful, share with your family and friends. And I hope to see you on my next video. In the meanwhile, you go out there and be an awesome person. Nice to have spoken to you.